So the two sides equal at 3 apiece. Swiss draw round 2 for the mixed division. Both sides with comfortable wins earlier today. I was going to say early this morning, not early this morning. Mixed round 1 only started at 11:15.
Yes, with open and women's division starting at 10 o'clock. They already played 2 games.
What a line. First game's at 10.
Mm-hmm. Three, please.
So here's the pull from Rainbow Brigade. Owels choosing to let this drop. Resnik Aita. Right into the waiting poach. Loza smacks it to the floor. Joy. Was a little bit high, and it bounces off Loza's hands.
Very, very unfortunate.
Did the hard work and then just wouldn't stick in there. And this one bobbled. Good focus to catch that at the second attempt from Van Orla. Now Resnik puts it deep. It's going to ask a lot of the receiver, and it's too far out in front. Just goes back to Rainbow Brigade, looking to break to bring us on serve. Senier brings it in. Finds the upline option. Here's Swan. Swan jacks it deep. Finds the target he likes, but it's over the head of Joy. You don't give yourself much margin for error on those sideline shots, and you saw that there.
Was it a bit too high? It looked a bit too high.
Either too high or just got caught too far underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of wary of where the defenders are, where you'll need to catch it to give yourself the best chance of getting it before them. Try to put that in. That might be a strip. No contest from Swan. Nice loud vocalizations there. It's going to give them good marks and communication, and a hand block from Swan slams the door in the face. Working towards the break side, Senier. Maybe trying to find a reset. High stall, puts the hammer up, and Swan can't come down with it, and he looks frustrated. Injury call. Senier is going to just hop off the field. Didn't see what happened there. Hope she's okay. Substitution made. Everyone just making sure they're set.
Of course, the opposing team can choose to switch their player as well if there was no contact made, but it looks like they chose not to do that.
Yeah, Dobby comes on for the Rainbow Brigade as a replacement, and Owls looking deep as it's jacked towards the sideline, way out of the sideline. Swan will bring it back in. Undercut to Joy. Joy puts it, it's blading. The defender's got position and uses that to tip it out of the back of the end zone.
Fingertips defense.
Ostertag was the original target. but the defender always had position. Got a good read on it early, and used that to their advantage.
Quite a long point once again.
Yeah, it's either been really slick or quite attritional. And the Owls putting it big once more. This is going to hang, and it's just kind of shepherded to nothing by Singh. He was back providing some help defense. Swan picks up. Swung centrally to Ostertag, all bobbled, but well rescued by Singh. Activates Joy on the near side. Joy looking around, wants to float this one, but the defender, not constrained by the sideline, goes and picks it off. Travel called. Just check back in. Low into the centre of the pitch for Resnikaita, the Lithuanian. Wipes her hand on her shorts, looking for an option, gets the dump off. Lefty backhand towards the far side. Now high over the top, and then too far out in front in the end. Another turn. It's one of those points at the moment.
But it will be very, very important. Oh, the timeout was just gone. It will be very, very important for these teams to actually punch that point in. That will give them a lot of mental fortitude. Very, very possibly.
Yeah, I think often when these points drag on, you do feel that like whoever scores it does get that little mental edge.
Yes, absolutely. It feels just so much better to get one of these long points in.
We're going to take a little bit of a break while the two teams take a timeout, but don't go anywhere because we'll be back with you very soon.
We believe mixed is the best for the sport, for the world. That's why we're making a global showcase, starting in Europe, made in Amsterdam. LTV. LTV.net.
Welcome back to Ulti TV's coverage of Windmill 2022. After a 3-year break, we are back to have a shindig with Herbie and the crew. And we're bringing you action here from the mixed division, mixed Swiss draw round 2. Glory Owls up against Rainbow Brigade, and the two sides currently level at 3 apiece. Rainbow Brigade looking for the break here. That would give them the lead at 4-3 and would bring the game back on serve.
Most of the teams are set up, just being picked up almost.
Yeah, everyone's just getting set. That's a violation, so it's going to be a side stack look here for the Rainbow Brigade, it seems. Not getting anything going off out of that set play. High stall down the sideline, well snagged in. Ostertag Into the center of the pitch for Sturt. Radar finds Singh. Singh. To Dobbin. Joy, just outside the end zone now. Rainbow Brigade's best opportunity to bring this back on serve. Oh, too hot to handle again.
Very, very zingy inside throw. The play looks a bit uncomfortable over there.
Yeah, Karen Loza was the target. Again, maybe a little bit awkward of a landing, but
Yeah, looks like that.
otherwise okay. But the turnover does stand. Disc will go back to the Owls. Coming out of Brussels, the Belgian capital. Here's the deep shot, it's floating. It's going to be a bit of sky ball, and under pressure, the defense eventually gets the better.
Yeah, Nemo there was considering making a goal, but
Ostertag now ripping it deep towards the back of the end zone, and that is going to hit some lucky volunteers' tent. Just too many beans on that one. Going in between those Eurodisc flags. We provided the official discs for Windmill this year.
made from organic plastic, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct. So this point's been a bit of a grind. Canals work out their kinks. Here's the rip. We know they like to look big. Looking for Resnikaita towards the back of the end zone. It's tipped. Second attempt. No, not quite. Loza did just enough.
Wow. That was a great read by her, but just enough contact from the defense to get this disc away from her. Took two defenders though.
That's the risk when you put a lot of flight on those and you take them quite early. They can hang up there, and it does invite extra defenders and extra receivers as well into the picture. And you kind of feel that the more players there are under a disc, the harder it is for offense to come out with it. Motion comes for the stack to be a little bit shorter, too far away. Side stack with Sturt right alone in the middle of the field. Sturt clears out. Nice little leading pass there. Can they do something with it on the far sideline? Ostertag. Underneath. Singh.
Throws it in, just. Oh no. Looks like it was called out. Uncontested. It's a turnover once again. The turnover in that point. Very, very grinding, very long point.
Good effort, but it's always tricky when we're on this sideline because we can't quite see precisely where that far sideline is. But there are a lot of people a lot better placed than we are. They all called it out and there was no argument. And now the Glory, they're no longer the Glory Owls, they are just the Owls. And they're going to take a timeout of their own.
Yeah, 2 timeouts.
Yeah, it's that kind of point, and that provides a little opportunity for us to take a timeout in the booth here as well.
See you later.
I am proud, and we're all proud of the effort we have done so far. That doesn't mean we're satisfied. We have more years to sell out. Yeah, the fee is good. Let's keep getting one. Yes. On turn, the best when we are. But what's happening is that we're sort of getting a lot of time with this. Yours truly, let's push. Set that structure up, make that nice and deep. Yeah. Keep giving, Brigade. Keep giving, Brigade. Let's go. Stop and score on 3.
also loads of tournaments happening, which you can attend either as a player or a spectator. You can find them on Ultical.
Welcome back to UltiTV's coverage of Windmill 2022. Mixed division, Swiss draw round 2. Rainbow Brigade up against the Owls.
After 2 timeouts, we're back, and let's see.
Yeah, this point feels like it's taken at least 10 minutes by now. Handler clears out straight away. High release backhand down the far sideline. Now central is too far for Resnik Ayden. The curse of the turn out strikes again.
Once again, another turnover. This has become already one of these points.
It's quite agricultural at the moment. Yeah, they're trying to use the width of the field. Sturt pings this one. This looks good. Can Singh get there in time? Goes over the top of the defender. Rainbow Brigade get the break to bring us back on serve at 4-3.
It's just 4-3, and it has been 35 minutes already. Oh my God, it has been quite a point. Quite a few points, actually.
Yeah, each point averaging about 5 minutes at this point, which, given the quality we've seen at times from these sides, feels slightly weird, but it's about how often can you access that peak level.
You can also see players are getting
that was awesome. Way to
pretty tired
Way to make
under
that
that
happen,
sweltering
Brigade. Very
heat.
good.
Yeah, it's hot and it is humid, so very much once you're off the pitch, get yourself in the shade, get a lot of water on, sun cream, although that's probably best
Hydration
earlier
is
in the game.
important.
Yeah, hydration's key.
The fella himself in his natural habitat.
Many of the Rainbow Brigade players are hiding under the shade of our tent.
I mean, can you blame them?
No, absolutely not.
Nice ball, that one. And we'll pen the Owls deep. Looking for options. Owls just moving it between the handlers at the moment, seeing if they can find a way to open up some space downfield. That is a pick, so that will not quite do it.
This is coming back to where it was, the last uncontested possession. Undisputed, apologies.
Nah, uncontested, undisputed, either are fine.
I think this is what it says in the rules, the last undisputed.
You're right, that might actually be the precise wording. Fair play. This is low, it is pinged out of there, sending it to space. Can it be tracked? Over the head a little bit, slightly awkward, not quite in the end zone, just on the doorstep.
Bit of a slide, a very difficult catch, I think.
Now on the far side, still not been able to find a way through.
T, find your person!
Rainbow Brigade just sitting off those handlers slightly, trying to prevent those passes through into the end zone, and a miscommunication between handler and reset as the pass hits the turf.
It looked like the cutter was actually looking into that space, and I think the thrower believed that she will go there, but that's not what happened.
Faked out the defender and also the thrower. T tries to chase this down on the shot towards the far sideline. Inbounds, trying to float this one up there. Oh, it's a little bit dangerous. Nasamota reads it well to bring it in.
Defender may have touched that disc, but not enough of a contact Just the disc too.
It's another break for Rainbow Brigade from going 3-2 down. They held, broke, and broke again, so they're now 5-3 to the good.
And just like that, that game has switched rather quickly to the lead of the Rainbow Brigade.
Wind picking up a little bit, again, not a complaint because I very much enjoy the cooling effects.
Provides a little bit of a, air movement.
Here's what churned up a lot of those yards, the big deep put from Wu. T tracks it to the far sideline, and this one does float a little bit, but the defender gets suckered in underneath it, and Asamoto reads it well.
Yeah, T looked to attract that sideline, just stayed in.
T, a full-fledged member of the LTTV crew, although obviously playing this weekend. We're due to be with us at French Nationals last weekend, but caught the dreaded C, so couldn't make it. So pleased to see that they've recovered in time for Windmill.
Here we go, Chris. Sit down there, Chris. Oh, yes, Elliot. Ready to be tight.
So Owls have found offense a little bit hard to come by in the past few possessions. Underneath pass goes Resnikaita into the centre. Faking, looking around. High stall. Again, just about gets the throw off. Crosser being really shifty as that dump coverage, and knew when that throw was coming, an almost preternatural sixth sense. Got the hand in the way to get the block.
Fowler pass is the disc. Advances.
Yeah, continue that.
We know what a thrower Bas can be, but this time they're just being a bit more chilled with it. And why not? Because eventually you can pop it into the end zone where Trotter catches the goal for the bookends. Double happiness makes it 6-3 to Rainbow Brigade.
Very, very exciting. Got the hand block. That's cool.
I mean, it all came from that limpet-like sticky dump coverage. Just mirroring the hips, gave the handler almost no way out. They tried to pop it over his head, but he was ready. He was ready and waiting. Let me put my teeth back in. And then found his spot in the end zone. The force really commits to stopping that break, and when they're on the floor, I mean, you can just put it wherever you want, and where they wanted to put it was right into Trotter's hands.
Rainbow Brigade looks to pull. Got their 7 players on the line. And the Owls looking just as ready, even though it is hot, it is humid.
Would you like some breaking news?
Do tell.
Our next matchups for Field 5, we're going back to the Open Division. Is No Good versus Ranelagh.
Wow, that is very, very exciting.
And on the field, the yellow field behind us, Women's Division, 3SB versus Seagulls. So already the almighty algorithm throwing up some tasty, tasty contests.
Well, I can tell you the 2 matches that I was kind of watching in between on the 2 fields that I was near were. Oh.
I think just got the players just got their legs caught up, and she hit the ground really hard.
She's alright. Yeah, she looks a bit uncomfortable, but walks off the field, apologies, by herself, but being replaced.
I think Rainbow Brigade might be keeping the same 7 out there.
There is no call, so...
Kenny back. Keep going, Kenny, keep going. Stay around for us. There it is. Stay on, Kenny. Hey, you got to
This put from Owels deep down the far sideline. Does it come down in time? Yes, it does. Really well tracked.
The goal is signaled by both of the teams, and yeah,
Out.
very, very, very nice toe in. It looks to be very, very close to the end of the end zone line.
Yeah, Owls able to stop the bleeding there. Just get a little bit of a hold in the game. Yeah, you were saying about some of the games that you were keeping an eye on in the previous round.
Yes, I was actually scoring on another field. Who was that? Give me a second.
Is no good or Ranelagh.
Ranelagh versus Flying Angels Burn. And Ranelagh actually lost this matchup.
Ooh.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, it was 12-10. And Is No Good lost to Chevron Action Flash.
They did. 10-11.
10-11 on the Universe point. It was very, very close. I think it was 8-7, and they just kept trading.
Damn.
10-11. Very, very exciting games are coming up to you.
Yeah, some really close games in that last round. Another one between Foy and Mooncatchers, which Foy won 13-12.
Wow. Very exciting.
Come on, guys!
And it is so nice to actually be here and actually watch it. And thanks to LTTV, I actually know many of the names of the teams, many of the players, because sadly I'm not living in Europe and not enjoying European Ultimate as much. However, thanks to LTTV and watching these live streams and free streams, I'm actually able to recognize many of the players, many of the teams, and understand what is going on actually.
That throw for Bass is a little bit low and they couldn't reel it in.
It is an unfortunate turnover for Rainbow Brigade. Owls picking up.
That's low. Proc. Not a problem. Punched in. This is probably going to be a pick. Someone came on the field to celebrate and then very sheepishly retreated to the sidelines. We've all done it. Checked in. Happy to lose a few yards on that reset in order to retain possession. Now inside break. Owls trying to eat away at this deficit. Low and around, caught. Looking for options, higher release. Reeled in comfortably enough. Nice little bit of give go. Faking that, high release, offhand, backhand. Owl staying very patient.
Punches it in. Oh no, there is a call out the play.
What do you think the call is?
Probably a pick. Yes.
It was indeed a pick,
Yes.
yeah.
I didn't actually see it, but
And then towards the break side.
oh no. That is
T
very unfortunate.
I don't know if T got a hand in there or whether Diop just couldn't get a hand around it in time.
Keep the disc in motion! Keep the disc in motion!
Either way, it just goes back to Rainbow Brigade.
Oh.
Zone coming out from the Owls here. At the moment, they're just playing it around the back, trying to zip it through the front line of this zone. And they're doing so relatively effectively, it has to be said. Holden, just a little pop in front. Owels just forcing them back ever so slightly. He's picking that foot up because he's always trying to indicate that he wants to throw and go somewhere, even if it's not quite on.
It's a very interesting technique. I've never seen anything like that.
So I think part of the point is not only are you saying, yes, let's throw and go, let's play with each other, let's get on the move as Bas finds Joy just outside the end zone, and a little lefty will get it into the end zone for the score. The 2-17s linking up, Max Halden with the score. I think it's not just to show that you want the gift going, but it's also to show that so often you see those quick throw and go. You see them called travels really often, even if they're not necessarily, just because players are moving so quickly. So it's not just a case of not travelling. It's accentuating that pickup to make it really clear that the back foot has to be down here. So it makes it clear that I'm not travelling.
Interesting. Maybe also to throw off the defense a little bit, to maybe make them give you more space, to threaten that give and go right away.
See, some ice has made its way to the pitch. There is an Owls player with a slightly hefty-looking bruise on the shoulder.
Oh, yeah, that was a very, very unfortunate fall. But our volunteers are working a charm. Windmill also has an app, and we can actually request the ice on a particular pitch through the app, through the Windmill app. That is very, very exciting, and it is a great organization as well by everyone, honestly. And,
yeah, it's little touches like that that help make, you know, the organisation of Windmill just take maybe that extra step.
Yeah, considering that there are 20 fields, if you need to communicate something to the organizing tent, sometimes takes some time, but that just makes it a little bit easier. Helps everyone, helps the players, helps the organizers, helps the volunteers. Makes it just a little bit easier for everyone.
So here's the pull going up from the Rainbow Brigade. Another strong pull. Oh, and it hits the Owls on the leg, and it's a turn.
That is...
Tried to get out of the way, and it just curled back on her. Wow, brutal.
Oh, that looks to hit her. That looks to hit her shoe, and
it's not far away from hitting the floor, but it definitely hits her first.
yes.
Wu brings in with a lefty backhand, and the Owls get it back. Blush is spared. Break towards the far sideline. Swinging it back central, trying to get a bit of throw and go. That one's a little bit low. Receiver's momentum takes her away from the disc, and she can't scoop it. And
another timeout is called.
yeah, I think teams get 2 timeouts to use each game.
Yes, that is correct.
Which you cannot use after the time hooter is sounded, because someone tried that in the last game I was commentating, and they were roundly shot down.
Ah, yes. So as soon as you hear a very, very loud music coming from the speakers, you cannot call the timeout. And actually, in the previous game that I was watching, that I was scorekeeping, the Flying Angels burn, they called the timeout, I think about a minute before the final jingle. And yeah, that actually helped them quite a lot in their win against Ranelagh.
So these two teams here currently sitting at 5 and 6 in the Swiss draw standings after the first round of play. But obviously that's going to change massively. With 40 teams in the mixed division, teams will move up and down pretty swiftly. Foy currently top the open division standings, with Prima Donna Girls head and shoulders in front of the pack in the women's division.
mixed division, unsurprisingly, somewhat unsurprisingly, Groot is still on the top of the standings, and followed by Smog 1.
Yeah, Groot and Smog, I think two teams that were actually seeded 1 and 2 after the prediction contest and currently holding firm on those positions, but that's after one round of play, as we say. Everything changes so fluidly with Swiss Draw. It's why we love it, and it's why we constantly praise the almighty algorithm.
I still do not understand it at all, but it makes up for very interesting matchups very often as we see Rainbow Brigade getting another score.
Yeah, Wu into the front cone, and that will give Rainbow Brigade an 8-4 half-time lead. Timeout at half-time's a very quick, just 2 minutes, and then a mirror of the initial pool. And while the two teams get their half-time huddles and yeah, just get themselves sorted out, we're going to take a brief break in the booth as well. We'll be back for the second half very soon.
Connor. Yes, Connor. Have you signed up to the Ulti TV Patreon yet? No, not yet. Why? Well, you best get on it before London Invite. They've got 16 of the best men's and women's teams from around Europe, and it's the last stop before Worlds. And it's only $3.50 a month. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Well, I'll get on it late. It's on the right tab for you there as well.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch.
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, Ultimate TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and
fund
fund
our work to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
You heard the people. If you want to help Ulti TV grow and improve coverage of Ultimate, then you can do so. The easiest way is by liking, sharing, subscribing the YouTube channel, Instagram, Twitter, whatever social media we're on, sharing all the content on YouTube. There's a little bell you can ring for notifications for when we go live, whether that be here this weekend or at London Invite next week, which you saw the trail for as well, or World Masters during/after that. It's the best way of keeping on top of what we do, and for the price of a pint of beer a month, although of course you are more than welcome to contribute more than that, you can help fund Ulti TV to allow us to bring as many streams to as many people as possible. And you were saying, Dmitry, that it's been very useful to you because you are not based in Europe. You've come quite a way this weekend.
That is true, yes. Windmill is sort of my party stop on the way to the Masters, to the World Masters in Limerick. But I am currently based in Colombia, so yes, that has been quite a trip for me. I'm still slightly jet-lagged, but I'm getting there, and yes, very excited to watch this Ultimate. And honestly, the weather has been so nice. People are asking me, oh, but the weather should be nice. It's on the equator and everything. It is true, but the weather is so much nicer here, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not Colombia, but it's not bad.
It's colder there. You would be surprised, but it is actually colder. Okay, at least in Bogota, in the capital, it is colder there because it is located on quite the altitude of 2,600 meters. So we don't get temperatures higher than maybe 17, 18 degrees. And if it's sunny, it's still not very warm, but the sun burns you a lot faster than it does here.
Oh, good. Are you going to be playing in Limerick?
No, I will not be playing at Limerick. I will actually be taking the role of a game advisor, Erik.
Oh, that explains why you know the rules so well.
Thank you. Trying to.
So 8-4 here as we begin the second half with Rainbow Brigade leading the Owls, and the Owls will be receiving to begin the second stanza of this contest. Reminder in case you missed it that the next games we've got coming up. This pitch, we've got open division action between France's champions, Is No Good, up against Ranelagh, and on the pitch behind us, we're going to have 3SB of the Czech Republic up against Seagulls from Hamburg, Germany. This pool, I think, is going to take its edge and come back in bounds. Really good pull that for Rainbow Brigade. Maybe a little bit of a miscommunication early on about matchups, but they seem to have got it sorted. Looks like they want to force traffic through the middle of the field with that forced middle.
Oh.
And that time they just about get away with it.
Looks like two receivers on the disc.
I don't think this one's got enough on it.
Oh, and T got the defense there.
Yeah, called it as nonchalantly as if it was offense, but it is not. At least it wasn't, now it is. T with a little bit of cheekiness. They do have it in their locker. And it's put deep for Paula Bass. Brilliant effort. Superb effort, actually.
Amazing layout.
But Fiona Schluter gets there first. And Bass's efforts are in vain. Here's a huge deep put from the Owls. Players underneath it, and the Owls read it well.
Just two passes, just like that.
Well, Owls do have pretty much 360-degree vision.
True.
So, looks like it came in handy on that position, reducing the deficit to 8-5 with just under 10 minutes left on the clock.
It has been an hour already.
I know,
God.
doesn't it zip by? Those of you who are used to Windmill will be thinking, oh, or used to Frisbee will be thinking, okay, so we'll finish the point when the hooter goes and we'll play cap +1, and nope, because in Swiss draw, you can have draws appropriately enough. So at Windmill, game was really packed in. When the hooter goes, you finish the point, and that's your lot.
Yes, even if it's a draw, it doesn't really matter for the Swiss draw. So,
because the algorithm just plays it off as these two teams finished, except they finished level after this, and actually based on how the teams they played previously do, that can either be a good thing or a bad thing. You draw with a really good team, oh, that looks great. You draw with a bad team, not so good. Such is the way that Swiss draw works. Everything's in flux all the time. It's a lot of fun, actually. It's one of the reasons why Windmill is such a favourite of teams, because party's great, obviously, spirit's brilliant, but the Swiss draw means that you're constantly playing teams theoretically about the right level, so you get close games all the way through a tournament.
Exactly, that is very, very exciting. Of course, the only games that we actually knew the matchups beforehand.
Yeah, round one of each
round one, exactly.
Because everything after that is based on who the closest team is to you in the algorithm. The algorithm also works to not favour national matchups. So, for example, if Clapham and Chevron in the open division were put next to each other, the algorithm would say, well, these are two UK teams, so we'll put them further apart.
Oh, I did not know that, actually. That is great.
Yeah,
that
it's been
really,
added
really
been added to it this year. Owls throwing themselves around, but at the moment they're getting away with Rainbow Brigade are getting away with it. That's a brilliant zip through to Ramirez. Now on the far side, Stir with a wicked break, a devilish in delivery.
Awesome, amazing break for the score, and Rainbow Brigade looks to be pulling away. And we are being told that the person who just threw the goal is actually the captain of the team Polar Bears.
Yeah, a storied mixed program out of California.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much.
Yeah, radar's a real weapon, and that was a slightly filthy throw, and I mean that not derogatorily at all.
And the players on the sideline are providing us with that information. We always appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, anything, any little bits and pieces and nuggets that we can tease out of them, always welcome. So on a warm Amsterdam afternoon, Rainbow Brigade up 9-5, pulling to the Owls. They only had one thing on their mind, and it was everything. Going from end zone to end zone almost, and reeled in. Ostertag tried his best to get the defense on, but couldn't do so. And that huck-happy strategy of the Owls seems to be going their way.
And just like that, after a few swings, one long throw for a score. 9-6 to Rainbow Brigade.
Yeah, Owls running out of time to change the result of this game, but in Swiss Draw, as we mentioned, every point matters, so you cannot afford to take your foot off the gas.
Yeah, I see you're looking at the current games, and there was a Tribe Ultimate against the LoL Mixed Ultimate Team.
Yeah, you were commentating on LoL last game.
Exactly, I was, yes.
How did it go against Smog Rising?
Not amazing, if I can say that. Yeah, I think they were still finding their fit a little bit, but looks like they found them, because from what we see right now, LoL versus Tribe 14-5. Doing quite well in their second game.
Yeah, other interesting results. Krut and Smog 1 tied at 9s. Deep Space up 10-9 on Pelt.
Wait, Krut and Smog 1, that's supposed to be finals.
It could still be the finals.
Yeah, it actually can happen again. This is how the Swiss Draw works. It can just happen again.
Come on, Damian, come on!
So here's Radar. Put it deep. Is she on target once more? Trosser looked like he lost his footing.
Looks to be a little bit uncomfortable. Player on the ground, and it doesn't look to be serious, however, still. You want to see a person being injured. Oh!
It's a really awkward landing.
Yes.
Uncontested foul is the hand signal.
So I guess there was a bit of a contact that made the...
It looked like he landed coccyx first, and that is painful, I will tell you.
Yes.
As someone who lands in all sorts of ways, none of them intended. Trotter's got an open dump, but instead chooses to break around and finds Dobby for the goal.
For the score, exactly. And we only have
a couple of minutes left.
Yeah, exactly, just about 3 minutes left.
Yeah, 10-6 now, that makes it to Rainbow Brigade. And you feel, well, I will tell you that the win is in the bank at this point.
Yes, looks like it.
But always the incentive to try and improve your standing.
Of course. Every point counts. And it all works on the point difference, as far as I understand.
That is the crux of the matter. So, minute and a half, couple of minutes before the cap comes on.
Yep. We can see 3SB is warming up in their pink jerseys.
The familiar flamingo pink, yeah. Is no good. Doing their warm-ups next to us as well. You can see Randler over to the right.
Yep. In the shade. hiding from very, very strong sun.
The Irish do not get on with tans, let's be honest. So the Owls on offense, up against the Rainbow Brigade zone. Again, they love looking deep, and again they connect.
Great catch over there.
And then just a little dish into the end zone. In or not?
But it looks to be a call has been made.
Latour was the receiver there. Where was that first body contact after she caught it?
Oh, T looks to be signaling a replay.
Now that's an LTTV crew member if ever there was one. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh. We're having a look. My ruling is that I can't really see where the line is.
Yes, that is unfortunate because the angle is...
They've decided it's not in, and I think that was my instinct.
Oh.
But this is a spicy hammer over the top. T just about knocks it away, but then gets a...
I feel like the contact has been made.
Yeah,
Yes.
uncontested foul.
Has been.
Hello, we've got a Herbie.
Oh, hello, Herbie.
I wanted a hug, but I don't know if I can do that while I'm on the air.
Oi,
Oh,
Herbie.
watch your feet, Herbie.
Oh, Herbie's giving a hug too.
Thanks, friend.
To Benji here, and let's see. We are still in the same point as the contact. Another hammer.
And this
time.
one does work for the Owls. So that will finish it 10-7. Final score.
And unfortunately, I do have to run to another one.
Yeah, go and do your scorekeeping.
But thank you very much, and I will see you. Not in the next game, but the one after next.
You'll be back. You'll be back very soon. Go and enjoy your scorekeeping.
All right, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much, Benji.
Absolutely.
See you later.
We're going to take a brief break because, as you know, games come thick and fast at Windmill. Up next on this pitch, we've got Is No Good versus Randler in the Open Division, and we'll see you for that on the other side. Oh, hang on a minute. I definitely heard the hooter go. Why am I... The hooter went. Am I going mad? I guess the hooter went after the point scored. Hello, Herbie's operating cam 1. (10-7) Rainbow Brigade lead. Game not over apparently. The official time is over. Must have been just after that point was scored. Wu brings it to the Brickmore. Checked in. That wicked low release towards the far sideline. Towed in, Ostertag puts it deep, wanting to end it in one. Halden makes the catch. That will do it, and that will be game. Someone making a signal on the field. Not sure what the goal stands. There we go. That'll be 11-7. Final score, Rainbow Brigade with the victory, I think. Players are walking back to the lines, but that's definitely game. So 11-7 final. As we mentioned, Is No Good Randler coming up next, and we'll see you on the other side.
TV.